My dear brothers and sisters in Christ, in the book of the Exodus, the covenant is made and sealed in chapters 17 to 24. God and the people develop a new relationship that defines the people and that reveals who God is. The chapters that follow chapter 24 going forward are also key in the understanding of the covenant, for they reveal who God is, and they, as it were, inform the people of the nature of God. In today's reading, we hear of Moses and the tent of meeting, that Moses frequents, spends time in it, is nourished by the presence of the Lord. He spends days and nights without eating and drinking, contemplating God. And that suffices for Moses, and it keeps him going. My dear brothers and sisters in Christ, we somehow, as believers, have to find our own tents of meeting, where we encounter God. We develop a relationship with God. We are nourished by that relationship. And we get to know more and more of God. The meetings with God are revelatory. They enlighten. They remove the veil from our eyes so that we can see with the eyes of the heart who God is. And we can come to an appreciation of God's laws for us. If the first reading is about the tent of meeting and encounters with God, the gospel says to us, encounters with God are always within a certain context. We encounter God in this world, in our societies, in our homes. And those homes are not insulated from the challenges of this world. There is the wheat, and there are weeds. And that's the field in which spirituality or the relationship with God is to grow and to be nourished. There is no time in the history of Christianity, and I dare say there will be no time in the life of Christians when all the challenges of this world will be taken away so that Christians can be free and worship God. We worship God in the midst of the many challenges. And it's God who says, it must be so. And we must be patient and not be judgmental. We must not cry for the weeds to be removed. If anything, we must strive to see the face of God in the midst of everything. My dear brothers and sisters in Christ, Jesus' counsel about the wheat and the weeds is very encouraging. For he says, judgment is not ours. Judgment belongs to God. He does not preclude punishment. It certainly will follow. But as God is revealed in the reading in the Exodus, he is kind, full of compassion and forgiving. And who knows, he might be giving both the wheat and the weeds time for conversion. thinking about the wheat and the weeds, we tend to think that those who cause us to stumble are the weeds. Those who are not like us are the weeds. But there is more to it than that. Even those who cause others to stumble, there is something of the wheat in them. It's a mixed bag. And therefore it becomes very difficult to rush to try and sort things out.